Welcome back to the deep dive. So if you've ever tried to run Stable Diffusion on your own computer and then immediately slammed into that legendary Python version wall, well, we might just have your rescue plan today.
You really might.
We're doing a deep dive into sources that promise to, cut through all that complexity around local AI image generation.
Yeah.
Our mission today is pretty simple, really. How can you, a dedicated learner, start making high-quality AI art without getting bogged down in command lines and that immediate, just frustrating dependency hell?
And what's fascinating is that the research points almost immediately to one solution. It's called Lykos AI Stability Matrix.
Okay.
And you have to understand the scale of the problem it's solving here.
Mm.
I mean, before, running Stable Diffusion locally was like building an engine from scratch.
Right.
Lykos is basically a package manager. Think of it like an app store, but it's an app store specifically for Stable Diffusion. It just handles everything for you.
An app store. I like that. Okay, so let's unpack that core pitch then. No technical headaches. That sounds almost too good to be true, honestly, given the underlying complexity.
It does.
How does a tool like this guarantee it won't just, break the next time there's an update? Because that's the real test, right?
That's the real test, and that's the brilliance of the design. It's a free, open-source desktop app, Windows, Mac, Linux. It works across the board. And it uses what they call one-click installs for all the major UIs. So we're talking about automatic 1111, the classic web interface, and also comfy UI.
Oh, the node-based one,
Well,
for the more advanced stuff.
Exactly. The powerful node-based workflow, you get them up and running instantly. It handles all those pesky dependencies in these isolated environments, so you never have to worry about Python versions clashing again.
That is a massive relief for anyone who's lost a weekend to debugging. So if setup is that easy, what's the next big hurdle? It's always model management, right? How does Lykos simplify finding and organizing the models themselves?
Right. And this is where its organizational power really shines. It integrates directly with Civet AI.
That's the big one, right? The huge library.
It's the biggest model library out there.
Yeah.
Checkpoints, Lorai's, you name it. And you can browse and download them right from the interface. But the key thing here is you can also just drag and drop any models you already have. It keeps your whole collection in one place.
Okay, what about moving it? Let's say I get this all set up, it's perfect, and then next year I buy a new computer. Am I just stuck reinstalling everything?
Absolutely not. And this gets to the benefit of, true local ownership. The entire Lykos AI folder is completely portable.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. You move it to a new computer, a new drive, and it just works. No reinstalling. Plus, it has a built-in UI, which is powered by Comfy UI, and a really detailed checkpoint manager. Everything you need is inside that one application.
This all sounds like the ultimate unlock. So let's talk about the catch. There's always a catch. It's free, it runs locally, no subscription. What's the trade-off?
The trade-off is raw horsepower. It has to be. Lykos solves the software problem, but you're trading that subscription cost for hardware power.
So you need a good GPU.
You need a decent graphics card, yeah. Specifically one with enough VRAM. If your hardware is weak, you'll be waiting minutes for an image, not seconds. The sources also mention the interface is, well, it's functional, but not fancy. And support is community-based, mostly on Discord.
Okay, so what does this all mean for you, the learner listening to this?
I mean, Lykos AI is explicitly for artists, for hobbyists, and for anyone who really, really prioritizes privacy and control over their own data and their models. The research confirms it. This is probably the easiest way to get started with desktop AI art right now.
So Lykos AI has solved that huge technical hurdle, right? No more coding, no more dependency hell. But that need for powerful hardware, that remains the primary gatekeeper for doing this stuff locally. It really makes you think, what kind of performance trade-offs does that create for you at home when you're balancing speed, resolution, and the upfront cost of that GPU? That's definitely something worth mulling over.